Hey, welcome back, everyone. It is time for another red-hot covered call video. Well, hey, look, I'm back behind the mic, fired up. I want to talk to you about two trades today. One that I've actually done and one that I showed the members back on August 9th. I wanted to revisit that trade because the stock has moved higher. But it's not about the stock moving higher. I believe there's still an opportunity to make money with this trade. I'll tell you what, the opening economy trade is happening. And now with Merck's new antiviral drug could absolutely be the biggest game changer when it comes to this current virus. I'll tell you what, Wall Street loves it. Wall Street has absolutely spiked Merck's stock. And if you noticed, all the vaccine stocks have plummeted. I think Moderna was down some 45 points yesterday. Merck's drug could be the game changer. That's to be determined, but here's the deal. Wall Street looks 6 months out. Wall Street has moved Merck's stock much higher. In fact, I did an email for the members. I'll give you a little peek at that as well. What I try to do is come here, up your game. I talk to you about timely and relevant trades and trade ideas that might up your game. So look, if you like anything you hear today, what I want you to do is subscribe to the channel. It's right there and it's free, and I come back every week for you. And hey, look, if you like this video today, bang that like button. It lets me know you like what I'm doing. Now, what I'm doing is moving quickly through this video because we have a couple things I want to talk about. If you're out there, you want a helping hand in the stock market. You want to see the world through somebody's eyes, an active, successful trader's eyes. That's my membership. What you're about to see is what my members get. I'm sending out quality communications to my members. And I'm going to show you one here in a minute that you're absolutely going to love. It's an opening economy trade that I just think has room to grow. I have sent over 400 emails to my members. If you are a member and you pay less than 20 bucks, if you are a member, you are getting a steady stream of trade ideas and seeing the world through John's eyes. I really want you to consider it. We're now October 2nd. I've made $92,866. We are well on our way, God willing, to beating last year's $109,000. We're already at 41.72%. The S&P 500 is at 16% right now. So we're absolutely more than doubling the S&P 500. Now, it's not just me. See, if you learn this, sell premium, right cover call, sell cash secure puts, you can too. You have to understand this is not rocket science. I always say this is my cash printing machine because this is what I'm going to use as my side hustle or part-time job in retirement. That's right. I'm going to use my portfolio. I'm going to use the stocks and cash that I own, and we're going to sell premium. This is not rocket science. You can do this. What I'm going to show you in this video today, you can actually learn. You can actually do. See, that's the thing. A lot of people sit on the bench, watch other people have success. And that could be you out there. You enjoy watching my videos and all these people on YouTube making money. You would love to be just like them. But you know what? You don't have anybody motivating you or inspiring you, getting you off the bench and in the game. You're afraid, you're apprehensive. Look, I'm here to tell you, I started with one stock. I used that one stock to write a covered call. I bought it back, and then I did another covered call, and I was off to the races. By August 2016, I had done about 4 or 5 covered calls, working with my mentor, Jerry. And if you go to my website, there is my story with Jerry. You know, my story can't be told without talking about Jerry. Jerry mentored me. He talked to me. I asked the questions and I learned. And by the way, this is all available on YouTube for you. There are so many free, great YouTube videos out there. I believe my videos are great, but at the end of the day, there are many out there that can help you. See, my video channel is about showing you trades. We talk about it, so maybe you learn something. And I try to keep it as simple as possible. I bring it to you straight talk style. If we can break the barrier of communication for which you get it, right? If I show you how to do something 4 and 5 times, you'll get it, right? I'm reading a couple books right now on the 2008 stock market crash. And I'm going to tell you what, the verbiage and language they use in those videos will literally make your mind explode if you don't know what they're talking about. It's like learning another language. And that's what this can be for a lot of people. That's why I try to bring it down straight talk style. We talk about it in its most basic form. Trust me, I get emails all the time saying, hey, look, man, you try to sound like you know what you're talking about, but you don't even call intrinsic value in the option. Well, of course I don't. I call it real money because it connects with me. Right? It connects with me. I don't call extrinsic value. I call it time value because that's the time value in the option. See, keeping it as simple as possible breaks down the barrier for someone like you that's sitting on the bench. And that's what I want to do. Get you off the bench in the game. Hey, look, I'm pulling for you. All right, I know a lot of you are saying, look, man, get to it. 5 minutes of pump me up, dude. Show me the money. Well, that's what I'm going to do here. So September 2021 breaks a record for me. That's $7,500, 10 trades, 0 losers. Tell you what, I'm absolutely kicking ass. And I used about 8 stocks to achieve this month's record-setting month for me. I'm going to show you how this month compares with the past 5 years. The reason I'm showing you is this. I use 8 stocks. 8 stocks that you probably recognize. When I say this is not that hard, it really isn't. I use great stocks like Bristol Myers, UPS, Cisco, Cummins, Southern Company. But here's the deal. These 8 stocks were used to sell premium this month. Now, I didn't do anything extra special. I didn't have to overreach on my trades. And I'll tell you what, where I do have stocks for which I'm down, I still try to use them to generate income. Now, as you get better with this strategy, you will learn when and where you can do that. In the case of DraftKings, I'm down from 67. I think it's trading for 51 now. I got 1,000 shares. So I have to be very selective when I get it off the bench and in the game. I don't want my shares taken away tremendously under my stock purchase price. But there are opportunities. And when you learn this, you will learn when those opportunities are ripe, right? We learn this, we execute, we put real money on the table. Now, in the case of September, if you remember, I started September with that great members email where I showed you right here on the channel. I told everybody I was going to buy Cisco and I was going to sell the at-the-money covered call. The total trade would make me something like 4%, have my shares taken away. That's exactly what happened. Now, what I did was buy the option back on the final day. So the option I had to buy back was more than what I get paid. But I cleared the obligation and I sold the stock above 55. So if you're using my total income tracker, for which you can go to my website, cptdashboard.com, and download it. There's no spam or nothing in there. Track your trades. Put in my trade. I put in my stock purchase. I plug in the numbers. It all washes out. And on this trade, I made over $1,000 on 300 shares. And I'll tell you what, it was a beautiful trade. The rest of the month had some great trades as well. And as you could see, they were all green. Now, all my members see all of my trades. When I place the trade, they get an email and I outline exactly what I was thinking when I placed the trade. Then when I close the trade, they get that side of the trade as well. So I collect all that data so I could put it into my monthly recap. Now, my monthly recap breaks down the ins and the outs, how much money I used for that investment. It is a great reflection on what I did last month. But like I tell everybody, it's all about the next 30 days. And I'm already jacked up for October because I already have a lot of trades expiring in October. I am the king of the next 30 days. Everybody asks me all the time, man, what do you think of this stock, long-term, this, that, and the other? When I think selling premium, writing covered calls, selling cash secure puts, it's about the next 30 days. How does this September compare to the rest? Well, since 2017, when I started keeping all of my records, I have absolutely proven to myself that I can do this. 2017, 1,800, 2,100, 3,000, 4,100. This month, 7,500. We literally buy stocks and we write covered calls against them. You know, this is not high-level math. You don't need a 3-inch math book to learn this. We literally buy 100 shares of an optional stock. We then tell the greater stock market, I'm willing to sell my shares at a price I pick, usually higher. I'm going to give you 30 days to make that decision. That's our expiration. And the markets are going to show me the premium per share they'll pay me for that obligation. See, that's all it is. You can do this. Stop watching others have success. Learn this so you can have your success stories. You can make real income in retirement. This is your part-time job in retirement. Well, this is the first time you've been to my channel. I am a rah-rah guy. I've been a wrestling coach for years. I absolutely love to pump you up half cup full. That is 100% genuine and honest. It's all about being half cup full. Even when we're down on stocks, man, I do not see that as a half cup empty. I'm always looking for opportunities to make money, have success. So if you did subscribe to the channel, and if you plan to come back and watch my videos, this is what you get. I try to get you excited and motivated so you have your own success. So speaking of that, I sent this to the members a week ago when Merck announced that they had an antiviral for the virus. I told you back when Merck was trading for $72, this was going to be a fabulous opportunity to buy the stock, write the at-the-money covered call, collect 4% on this 30-day trade. Members would have bought this stock at 72. They would have then sold the 74 near the money covered call. They would have collected almost $1 on this trade, and if their shares were taken away, it would be 4% in 30 days. I'm not here to show you and cherry pick trades, show you the success. I want you to see that chart. Do you see that blue line? When I wrote this email, I talked about how Merck and Bristol Myers were undervalued. See, we want to get involved in our stocks when there's no fluff in them. It's rare that you'll ever hear me come onto the channel and talk about a stock that it's at its high, because I know that when we get involved in stocks that we're buying at the high, we're going to be left holding the bag. It's a rare instance that we buy at the high and it keeps going higher. What I love to do is pick great stocks and we buy them at their lows. And there's a lot of opportunities out there for that. We don't have to go chasing. With the membership, you get these kind of things, seeing the world through my eyes. Now, with this, I basically made the case that if this antiviral is real, and Wall Street really believes it is, they moved the stock some 7 points yesterday, then this could be the game changer that we all need to have an open economy. And I'll tell you what, although we would have had our shares taken away because Merck is rocketing higher, it's still a max profit gain. How many times can you say that you placed a trade and you made max profit? See, at the end of the day, it's 4%, but I have no FOMO and I definitely don't look back. See, somebody bought these shares at 72 and they didn't write the covered call and they've made $8. Good old John, he bought the shares, wrote the covered call. He now has his shares taken away at 74. And I'll tell you what, that poor sap didn't make all the money I made. But see, here's the deal. I have done this so long. I've seen stocks go higher and I've also seen them fall. The deal is this. When we sell premium, we want to make max profit. We give up the upside, but we make real money on the table. If I had 1,000 shares, I would have made $1,000 of cash on the table, paid up front. Then the stock moves to 74 and higher. I collect that $1,000, cash money on the table. And then I look amongst the other 8,000 possible investments to do it again. Now, that person's unrealized stock gains might be pie in the sky. The stock may actually come down before they sell it. How many times have you seen that? Stock goes high, they're celebrating buying new cars. Stock falls, you don't see them, and they feel like they got kicked in the ribs. But old John L., he's got $2,000 cash on the table, spending it, living the good life. That's what selling premium does. That's why it is your part-time job in retirement. Forget going to work for the big box. Forget the daily grind. Your daily grind can literally be opening up your laptop, placing that 30-day wheelhouse trade, knocking it down just like me. Now, I know I'm getting long in the video and I have to show you 2 trades, right? So I sent the members this 2 weeks ago, an opening economy trade. And if you thought the economy was going to open up, there's value in them Nar Hills because Imax was trading well off its recent highs. So I sent the members this. If you really believe in the opening economy trade, and you really believe that Disney is only going to distribute all their movies in theaters, well, a beaten down stock like Imax might be for you. And it was trading for $15 when I sent this email. And I'll tell you what, for me, it was trading in a nice range at 23. So when it sold off because of the Delta variant and the overall stock market sold off, for me, this was an opportunity to send to the members that this thing has fallen to long-term support. You see that red line right there? When it fell and it bounced back and it's trading above, that's long-term support. I believe now, as the stock market moves sideways to higher and the economy's opening and Merck has their antiviral drug, the opening economy trade is here. It's alive and well. And I'll tell you what, as we get into these winter months, people are going to go to the movie theaters. They're going to watch all those new movies. Imax is going to benefit from it. So I sent this to the members and I told them, look, this was an opportunity. Sure, it'd be a flyer for me because I don't play Imax, but at the time, we could actually sell the October 15th strike, near the money 15 strike, paying $1.57. That would be a 45-day cash on cash, 10.4%. Now, I tell you what, if you didn't want to play the covered call, you could have did the 14 strike in the money. It paid $1.20, pocketed you 8.5%. And you say to yourself, well, John, where's the stock now? What happened in retrospect? Well, let me show you where it's at now. Well, the stock did move higher and you'd have had your shares taken away, or the cash secure put would have ended worthless. You would have kept that 8.5% and you would have made that 10.4%. Now, of course, that was just 2 weeks ago, so the trade's still going, but you get my point. Right now, Imax is trading at 1971, and my take is it's working its way back to 23x. Now, does it make it there? It's had a parabolic move. I don't know if it does. But here's the deal. If you believe in that opening economy trade, if you believe in the Merck antiviral, and as we get into December, when everybody goes to the movies, companies like Disney are only going to release in the theaters. And I'll tell you, that is going to boost revenue and profits for companies like Imax. It's something to consider. I sent this to the members and I made my case for it. Let's go back to this email and see what I think could be a good trade. Now, as you can see, I make a case for Imax here, but not only that. See, part of the membership is me letting you see the world through my eyes. And when I see a stock like this, well, I want to see what kind of money I can make selling premium. So I actually showed the members trades below. A covered call right now could make them 9%. A cash secure put could bring 4.4% if they did these trades. And I love posting them right here. The stock's trading at 1971. If we sold the at the money 20, we'd get $1.50. Now, I will say this. That's a November 19th strike price. It's a bit out there, but for $1,971 invested to make 9.08% in 65 days is pretty good cash on cash annualized gain. Now, I don't like to talk about annualized gain, so this is a 2-month 9%er. That is 4.5% per month. And if you said, John, I don't want to do that, I want to do the cash secure put, you could do the out of the money 18 strike, pick up 80 cents, and that's a 4.4% trade. 2 months, 2.4%. 2 months broken down, that's 2.2% monthly. And that's a pretty good return for a cash secure put. So if you were a member, you would get these timely and relevant emails from me showing you the world through my eyes. I have a 1 free month offer for you on my website. 1 free month. Go there, sign up for that offer. And I'll tell you what, absolutely gonna up your game. Now, here's a trade for which I made $1,000 on a cash secure put. Now, I absolutely love this. I invested $12,700 using the TQs. I collected $1,010 for this trade. It's a 30-day trade. We're going to talk about it when TQs was being beaten down. Remember, the TQs is the 3X leverage ETF to the NASDAQ. And recently, the NASDAQ has been beaten down, right? All these high-tech stocks are getting beaten down, so the NASDAQ is falling. There hasn't been much volatility in the stock market. You're picking up crumbs. So when there is volatility, I always want to have my spidey senses up. I want to use that volatility. Remember when the NASDAQ was down 400 points just the other day? Well, the TQs was down some 12, 13 points on that day. And looking at the charts, I'm thinking to myself, man, I would love to play that support line right there. Now, of course, we're playing the markets here. Right? The TQs represents the NASDAQ, which is the NASDAQ 100. So if tech stocks are going to go higher, the TQs go higher. If they're going to go lower, this sucker's going to dive. Well, I'm going to take my chances right here with $12,700. And on this day, I could pick up $10 in premium for a 30-day cash secure put at the money. So what I did was I picked the 127 strike, which was at the money. They paid me $10.10 for that. So that is an opportunity to pick up some heavy volatility, nice premium in this 30-day trade. You do the math on that. $12,700 invested. I made $1,000 upfront cash. Now, over the next 30 days, we're going to see if the stock finishes below 27, for which I'd be assigned the shares at 127. We then turn around and write a covered call on those shares. Hopefully, it doesn't tank, and then I'm stuck holding a stock that's priced much higher. But if my hunch is right, this thing is going to bounce and play, and even if it finishes below 127, I'm assigned the shares, I'm going to be able to write a covered call. Now, think of it this way. I have $10 of downside protection. My cost basis, if I elect to use that $10 for cost basis reduction, is $117. So I can actually start selling premium against these shares, even if the stock is trading at $117. Now, what I hope is that the NASDAQ recovers, we move higher, I do not get assigned the shares, I keep that $1,000, the $12,700 comes back to my account, and we can do it again. Now, the reason I'm showing you this is because there's going to be opportunities in this market. The markets are going to sell off violently. The writing is on the wall for a nasty sell-off. I mean, oil is near 6-year highs, right? We have supply chain issues. We have inflation that is 5.5% for the past 3 months. We have consumer confidence levels down 3 straight months. That doesn't even include that they're going to battle for this $3 trillion infrastructure bill. At the end of the day, printing more money, making that inflation number hotter. And I'll tell you what, I believe next year the Fed's going to have to raise interest rates. Now remember, they said they wouldn't touch rates until 2024. Then they backed that down and said 2023. When you got inflation at 5.5%, what are you going to do? You're going to have to raise rates. So I'm actually preparing right now for that day. That day's coming, man. And I actually think it's in January. I think late January, we're going to get a nasty sell-off. I'm going to be prepared, cash on the sidelines, and we're going to be using the cash secure put, just like this, on nasty down days, generating max profit on those puts. I'll tell you what, I did it March 2020, and I was able to battle to where I made more money than I've ever made in the stock market in 1 year, using a 50% sell-off in the Dow. When the world looked like it was ending, old John L's knocking it down, having success, because I learned it and I used it, and I'll tell you what, I'm much better for it today. Now, I know you like those emails, and I know you want to be a part of the membership. Well, how about if I give you a 1 free month deal? Go over to the website, cptdashboard.com, click Upgraded Dashboard, get your 1 free month offer. Join me for what I believe is going to be a very interesting next 3 months. And as we get into January, I'm telling you, that's when I'm feeling it. I'm feeling that come January, we're going to be feeling some volatility that we haven't felt in a while. See, right now, the stock market has FOMO of it going higher. But for me, I just don't see a catalyst for it to go higher and higher and higher. I think we're going to trade sideways to lower. Okay. So if you want to be a part of what I'm seeing, what is John watching, right? And you want to have access to me, well, you got to be a member. 1 free month offer. Sign up today. Would love to welcome you aboard. Hey, look, be safe, be healthy. Most important, be lucky. Until next time, may all your covered calls be profitable.